So this happened. I know. So if you want to avoid it happening to you, then don't go away. So a little while back I published a video all about how to launch and land your Mini 2 drone on your hand. Now this is really useful if you're in a situation where you need to launch your Mini 2 drone, but you don't have the flat surface that you can launch from. Of course, the same reasoning applies when it's time to land. No flat surface to launch equals no flat surface to land. So out comes the hand. I'll put a link in the description below if you haven't seen that video. Now in the video I did stress this was kind of a last resort and that it should be done very carefully. Well, after doing it multiple times for the purpose of making that video, I decided that the hand launch and landing was actually my preferred method of launching and landing, and so have been doing it that way almost exclusively since I made the video. Now there's definitely something to be said for taking your own advice, and to be honest with you, I just got a little sloppy, and my little drone told me so in no uncertain terms. So this is what happened. We were having some really beautiful midwinter weather here in Auckland the other weekend, and so I took advantage of that to head out and capture some footage of the local area. I'd found a nice spot, there was a park bench, and I sat down and got all set up. I could see quite a few boats out on the Waitemata Harbour, and I was in a little bit of a rush to get the drone up and out there so I could capture some footage. Anyway, that's where it all turned a little bit pear-shaped. I had my controller in one hand and the drone in the other. All good so far. I used the hand holding the drone to help activate the motors, and as I was launching the drone into the air, the hand holding the controller slipped a little bit and lost a bit of grip. My reactions kicked in to grab it with the hand launching the drone, and that caused the angle of the drone to point backwards instead of staying flat, and that's when the propellers clipped my hand. The drone wobbled a bit in the air as it regained its balance, and actually that was my main worry. Until it had righted itself, I was afraid that the propellers had been damaged and that the drone was going to wander off uncontrollably and crash. Luckily it stabilized and appeared okay. I had a quick look at my hand and it had started bleeding yet, so I thought it was okay, but you know what it's like, often your body hasn't registered an injury yet, so it took a few more seconds before the blood started flowing. Deciding that my hand was still firmly attached, I carried on and flew the drone out into the harbour, being careful to hold the controller out away from my body so I didn't bleed all over my pants. Luckily I had some tissues in the truck, so I got cleaned up once I got the drone back. So what lessons did I learn from this little adventure? Firstly, to practice what I preach and listen to my own advice. I think the hand launch and landing is still a very valid and safe way to go if you take your time and don't rush. But I guess accidents do happen, and this was just a gentle reminder to take care and to watch what I'm doing. Now I don't want to scare you off using this method, as I've continued to use it ever since the incident. I still believe it's the right way to go. If you want to see the right way to do the hand launch and landing, then you definitely need to check out this video. Once you get it up in the air, there are some handy on-screen shortcuts that'll make your flying experience that much easier, so check out this video to see what they are. Cheers guys, be careful out there. These birds can bite.